Coming up on today's episode, I'm going to share with you the 6 common savings mistakes that people make. Smash the like button because it helps this channel a lot. Hello and welcome to The Levels. My name is Bronia. The 6 common mistakes that people make when it comes to saving. Watch till the end. You do not want to miss out on our bonus material. Mistake number 1, not making savings a priority. This is what we call paying yourself first. Most people pay all the bills, pay everything, then what's left over, that's what they put on their savings. It's payday and you get your paycheck. How do you spend it? Let me guess. You pay your rent, you pay your bills, you put petrol in the car, you buy airtime, you pay your debts, but you have nothing left to put in your savings. You need to pay yourself first. You need to put it in your budget that this month I'm gonna save this much and put it in my savings account. If you do not prioritize saving your money, saving some money for yourself in the future, something will always come up. You need to pay yourself first. You need to allocate money first to go into your savings before you even pay anything. Make savings your priority. It doesn't matter how much you decide to save. It doesn't matter how much you allocate for savings, but it's very important that you put something into savings. As time goes by and you adjust your budget, you adjust your spending, that's when you can increase your savings. I know that you might think that saving is not for you because you're already running on a negative budget. Some of the things that you are spending money on are unnecessary. It's time to see where you can cut on your budget and start putting money towards some savings. It doesn't matter how much you'll be able to put into your savings every month, but the important thing here is for you to start saving. Mistake number 2. Putting your savings in an easy to access account, because after you run out of money, you are definitely going to dip into that savings account. My advice is make sure that the savings account that you put your money into, you don't have a card for it, an ATM card for it. Make sure that you do not have cell phone banking for your savings account, because you're just gonna press, and next thing you know, your savings account is empty. So put your money in an account that will extremely inconvenience you to get the money out of it. Mistake number 3, putting too much into savings. This is why I say when you budget, you need to make a realistic budget. There's no use for you to say, I'm going to put 70% into my savings when realistically your budget does not allow you to save 70% of your money. The danger with saving too much is that you are going to end up having to withdraw from your savings account. And most savings accounts, they carry with them withdrawal charges. They give you one free withdrawal per quarter. And if you withdraw before the next quarter, they're going to give you a penalty. To avoid this unnecessary large withdrawal charges, make sure that you do not oversave. Savings mistake number 4. Oh, this one I can say a lot about it because I have felt the pain of it. Not automating your savings. It's easy to think that every month end you'll take some money and deposit it into your savings account. I made the mistake of thinking that I will go to the ATM every month and to deposit money into my savings account, but I didn't. But I only did that for the first 6 months and I stopped. That was 10 years ago. 2011 to be exact, and I never deposited any money into that account. And I ended up missing out on free compound interest. Look out for the next video where I will be talking more on how much money I lost, so that I can inspire somebody out there to avoid this simple mistake. Talk to your bank and have them automate money to move from your debit account into your savings account without you having to lift a hand. This way, you'll never miss out on putting money into your savings account. Mistake number 5, not separating your savings. Having your money in one account can cause you to think you have too much when in fact you have too little, because you have not evenly separated it to go into different accounts for things that you want to spend on. For example, you can have a savings for your emergency fund. This one we'll call it an emergency fund. You can have a saving for your retirement, and you can have a saving, maybe for example, you want to travel and you want to save money towards that trip. You can have a separate savings. If you put your savings into one account, you might think that you have too much when in fact you have little, too little. You'll only realize when the time to spend that money comes. Savings mistakes number 6, or should I say number 6? Not saving enough. Some people tell themselves that they need to wait until they're making a lot of money to start saving. I need to caution you on that, because money is never enough and the finishing line is always moving. Right now you may think once you get a couple of 100,000 you'll start saving, but once you get there you'll find that lifestyle inflation have caught up with you. You are spending all the money that you have and you still don't have money to go towards your savings. Start saving now, even though you think that you do not have enough. Now for the bonus material, waiting too long to start your savings or not starting early enough. Let's take an example. We have 3 people that want to save until they are 60 years old. The first one is 20 years old. It means they will have 40 years to save. The second one is 30 years old. It means they will have 30 years until they reach 60. And the last one is 40 years old. And this means they will have 20 years to reach 60. So all these 3 people, everyone is saving $100 every single month. Let's see how much they will have by the time they are 60. Let's start off with the 20-year-old guy. Every month when they save $100, it means in a year they have been able to save 1,200. So multiply that by 40 years, that they will be popping out the $100 towards that savings. And by the time they reach 60 years, they'll have 48,000. Now let's go for the 30-year-old. By the time they reach 60 years, they would have saved 36,000. And for the 40-year-old, since they have 20 years left before they reach 60 years old, by the time they reach 60 years old, they would have saved themselves 24,000. Remember that this example, I did not factor in the compound interest. That is free money that you stand to lose if you don't start your savings early enough. And I would like to encourage you also to open a savings account for your child, for your little brother, your little sister, and teach them and save with them. Teach them the principle of saving so that we start exercising this muscle of saving early enough. Financial education is not taught in school, so it is upon your hands to start teaching your kid, your little brother, your little sister, the importance of financial education. Comment below and let me know of the savings mistakes that I may have not mentioned in this video. Let's do a recap. Number 1, not making savings a priority. Number 2, putting your savings in an easy access account. 3, putting too much into your savings that you end up having to take it out. Number 4, not automating your savings. Number 5, not separating your accounts. And number 6, not saving enough. Bonus material, not starting your savings early enough.